I'm Walter Isaacson. I'm here with Professor Joseph Ellis. We've been talking about the Constitution, and I think we should conclude with what may have been the greatest editing job in the history of editing.
I think so too. This makes the top of my list. Tell us what you're talking about.
You know, that very beginning of the Constitution, those profound 7 words, "We the people of the United States." That's not actually how they started in the first draft, right?
No, the first draft was "We the people of the states of New Hampshire, Massachusetts," then went down the East Coast. So that the initial draft was a statement about this as a document coming from the states and acknowledging the authority of the states. One person on his own, without any sanction from anybody else or direction, rewrote it.
This is Gouverneur Morris.
Gouverneur Morris.
Tell me about him.
Tall, peg-legged guy, famous ladies' man, raconteur.
Great sense of humor.
Great sense of humor, great wit. His letters are always full of unbelievably lyrical sentences, and when he becomes American ambassador to France a few years later,
But he has a very good pen. In other words, it's a sharp, simple edit. And so what he does is he takes the opening and just says, "We the people of the United States." To me, it seems that does 2 things. Let's parse it almost phrase by phrase. We the people. What does that mean?
It is we, the people, are the source of authority of this document, and he's folding all of us, all different people, into that category of the people.
But you know, this is a big deal because up until then, the king had served by the divine right of kings. It was the Lord, or that gives the power to the government. And then the other way to give a power to government was the states could agree to give power to a national government. But he is saying that the power of this government comes from we the people. It doesn't come from the divine right of kings.
It comes from below and flows upward, and it might be filtered along the way, as we've suggested.
And the Declaration of Independence sets that up with saying the consent of the governed.
That's right.
As a concept that we're going to be building on.
It's a basic Lockean idea. But here, it's only referred to rhapsodically as a kind of an overture in the Declaration. Here it is the basis for the government, the framework for the government itself. And Gouverneur Morris does this on his own. And it is the reason why we can say that this is a revolution.
You know, it is probably the most profound first 3 words since the Bible, which has a nice opening with "in the beginning." But we the people, opening it up, sets the stage, it seems, for the notion that it's not just something set in stone, but we're going to grow. Because originally we the people wasn't everybody, but it becomes almost a mandate.
It's at this point in history, there is no such thing as the American people. They're Virginians and Massachusetts and New Englanders and things like that. People don't think of themselves as Americans. They will grow into this meaning, however.
And also what they do is that they grow into we the people, not just meaning white male landowners, which is probably what they meant when they wrote those words, but the narrative of American history is to help define what we the people means.
And to have it constantly enlarged.
And to make it the full phrase, it's we the people of the United States. So now, finally, we've become one nation, the people of the United States, as opposed to the people of the several and different states.
And it's clear in the first sentence, even though it's compromised in the document. But this is the preamble that is going to live forever.
And it's a preamble that sets forth how this document is supposed to breathe. A more perfect union that establishes justice, domestic tranquility, provides for the common defense, and most importantly, promotes the general welfare and secures the blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. It's almost like a mission statement that begins with those amazingly profound first 3 words.
You're making me ready to cry here.
That's what the Constitution should do and inspire us.
And it does.
Thank you.